Hey beautiful, and welcome to my channel. My name is Claudia and thank you so much for stopping by and for watching this video and taking some minutes of your day. So for today's video, we are pretty much creating 3 different holidays look using the HAUS Laboratory palette because I got this request from this sweetheart person who wanted me to create a look using more colors in the palette, but I decided to actually create 3 looks because I felt like that is pretty much what this channel is about, helping you find ways to make looks that suits you, that you feel comfortable with using the palettes and the products you have on hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a timestamp down below on every single look, and I'm also going to put up the 3 looks so you can decide which one you want to see first, or if you want to see all of them, just keep on watching. So for today's look, we're gonna start by priming our eyes, and because I'm experimenting right now, I'm gonna do one with a concealer and one with my makeup fixer. And it's also worth mentioning that I don't know if this is suited for your eyes. This is just something that I like to try out myself, so you do it at your own risk. Okay, so we're gonna start off by packing on quite a lot of color. So we're going into this shade right here, which is the deeper brown color. And we're just taking it on a fluffy brush, and we're just gonna pack this on our brow bone and in towards our crease. And also what I wanna let you know is that you can take this further down, because if you just point your brush upwards and down like this, then you're gonna get it a lot more into your crease and not so much all over. So we're moving on to the color Cameo, which is this one right here, and this is gonna be the color we're gonna blend this in with. So we're gonna take a bit of a smaller brush, a little bit more pointy, and we're just going in and we're going into our crease and like just getting this all over. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back into our concealer, and I'm using the Shape Tape one again in the shade 22N. So I'm using a smaller brush. This is a lip pencil and it's from Emit Makeup. It's L312. So I'm just going to add this to the inner corner of my eye, and I'm going to drag it like to the first part but no further. So I'm going to end it like there. That is the only part I want to be sharp. And then I'm just gonna blend it with my fingers because I don't want there to be a harsh line. So for our next step, we are going into this color right here, which is the color Scotch. And we're gonna use this right at our outer part of our eye, and we're gonna shape like a horseshoe shape. So we just wanna pack this like this. Just dab it on, like almost like you're stamping it on, because you want a lot of pigment here. And I'm just packing this on like really tightly here at the end and a little bit outwards. When you have like almost no color left, just drag a little bit into your crease and just stop where you did the cut before. And then if you do like I do and have a lot of fallout, then you just clean it up. Now, moving forward, and we're gonna go into the color Cameo again, which is this one again, and we're just gonna take a clean brush, and you don't want to get too much color here, you just want to take a little bit, because this is just meant to really blend in that darker shade with the cut crease shade. So you just want to grab this and you want to add it to the middle section of your eye and just go outwards towards the outer part. So not inwards, outwards, just stroke it like this to really blend it in and get it soft. You can see that that just softens up the edges a little bit, and that's exactly what we're going for. And now you can see that you have got like a really gradient effect. So you have the darkest on the outside and it's going inward, slowly becoming a little bit lighter. We're gonna go into the color Cake, because I'm gonna make this in all matte look, and then I'm gonna add this color right here, which is the gold one. And that's just because I want to be able to give you the opportunity to make this an all matte look if that's what you're going for, but still you can just add some glitter or metallics later on. It's gonna be really pretty. And I'm just gonna add this to the inner corner where we cut our crease before. and just drag it outwards to the middle of your eye. And I'm just going in with a super light hand and almost like following my eye globe just in the inner part to make it just a little bit sharper on the inner corner. So now that we've done this part, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do our base. So I'm gonna fast forward doing on my base because, like I said, I don't wanna waste your time with it, but I'm gonna show you all the products that I'm using and you can decide if you wanna follow those steps or not. Okay, so I did the mistake of getting some mascara on my eyeshadow. So what I'm gonna do is I just let the mascara dry and then I'm taking a clean Q-tip and I'm just really rubbing it off like this, and you can see that it's already removed. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna grab a smaller brush, and this is the Morphe E36. It's one of their smaller dome brushes. It's really good for this kind of work. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into this color right here and we're gonna apply that to our bottom lash line, just underneath like this. Make sure that you tap it off because you will have fallout on your skin otherwise. So just apply it like this, really close to your lash line. But just like I did on top, I'm not gonna apply it all the way in. I'm just gonna apply it to almost the first part and then I'm gonna go back. There we go. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna grab a little bit of a more fluffy brush and we're gonna go into this one right here and tap off the excess, and then we're just gonna like blend this in. And don't be scared to get this a little bit too far down because it creates like a smoldering effect. It becomes really nice and your eyes just look really fresh and open and just like super deep. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to apply some mascara to my bottom lash line. Okay, so I've just applied my mascara. I'm still trying out this LANCOME Hypnôse mascara. I know it's an old, like a classic mascara, but for me, I haven't been using this a lot, so I'm still testing it out, seeing what I think about it, because I usually don't wear a lot of lashes, but sometimes I do, and when I don't, I like my own lashes to look like false lashes, if that makes sense. We're gonna move on, and we're gonna move on to our next step, which is going to be applying the shade right here to our inner corner and also our brow bone, as well as using it as our highlighter for our cheekbones. And I am quite fair, which means that it's a color that actually goes together with my skin tone, but I believe that this gold color right here, if you have deeper skin tones, I think that will look absolutely stunning. And just put it in my inner corner like this. And I'm also gonna pull it downwards into like our lower lash line, but just where we didn't put the dark color. And what this does, it actually opens up your eyes and make your eyes look a little bit bigger than they actually are. And I'm gonna go in with the Spotlight color for my highlighter because I think it's gonna look so pretty, and if it doesn't, then we tried it. So I'm just gonna apply it right here with a light hand, and you can see that was crazy. So you don't need to use it just for your eyes. I know it shines a lot, but in real life, it actually it casts the most beautiful spotlight look. It's quite multi-purpose, isn't it? What you can do now is you can be done. You can seriously be done with this eye look and face look, and you can just put on your lipstick and go. But what I want to do is I want to add a little bit more spice, so I'm going to add this color right here, which is the goldy one, and apply it to the center of our eye. And just use this as your guide. Just blend it in. And you can really put this wherever you want. You can decide to drag this into the inner corner. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna apply it to the center like this, and then I'm gonna fade it out with a clean brush. So, and I'm just gonna fade this in a little bit so the sparks comes into the inner corner. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna apply something to my lips, and I wanna keep this still a nude look because I think that there's a lot happening in the eye, and I wanna be able to tell you that this is actually a look that you could wear every single day if you want to. I'm just gonna apply this to my lips as my base. These smell so beep good. They smell like peach. I'm gonna go on top with my Tarte lip paint in the shade Low-Key. I want to mix them together, and I hope that the liquid lipstick here won't actually dry. So I like to actually prep my lips with something that is a little bit more moisturizing, which I actually think that ColourPop's Just a Tint lip crayons are, and then I will apply something that is more like a liquid lipstick just to keep it on there a little bit longer. Okay, so as a last step, I decided to put on some lashes because I just felt like this look got complete with some lashes, but at the same time, I would wear this without lashes and it would look perfectly fine. It's just that I felt that I needed to be a little bit more glammed up for you so that you could see how cute this looks without or with lashes. And I just applied them, and because I applied my lashes, I used a little bit of the liquid eyeliner, and I just drag the smallest line, I don't know if you can see it, like the tiniest line just across the lashes, just to make them melt in and to make the lash line look a little bit tighter. This is a complete look number 1. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I think it turned out absolutely stunningly. We used a lot of the colors in the HAUS Laboratory palette for this look, but like I said, if you wanted to tone it down a little bit, then instead of pointing your brush upwards like I did, when you pack on this color right here, then make sure that you actually tilt your brush downwards in towards your crease instead of upwards, because that is going to make the shadow apply a little bit less all over the eye and a little bit more in the crease, and that's going to create like a smaller shadow canvas. And also you don't need to drag it out as far out as I did, but this is the first look I did in this 3-look series, so I really hope that you enjoyed it, and we're just going to go on and do our next look. Okay, beautiful. So I've got my cup of tea and I am ready for look number 2. I want to dip into this color right here, and we're gonna go into the crease. So you want to start off by just looking down. So we want to point the brush down, and you just want to go into your crease. And I think we're actually good there. So now that we've done the crease, what we want to do is we want to go in with the same brush. We want to take the exact same color that we just used, and we're going to use this for the outer part of our eye, like right here. You want to put it just in the corner until about the second part of your eye, which is the middle part right here. And then you want to go in and you want to add this to the inner corner of your eye as well. You leave the middle part kind of nude, and you don't want to apply any shadow there. Moving on, we're moving to our concealer, and I'm using the same concealer that I've been using all day long. I'm going to be using my Unknown brush. It's a flat, super flat brush. I take the concealer and I apply it in the middle. And you want to go all the way up to where your eye globe starts. So now what you want to do is you want to move on, and you want to go into the same brush that you've just used for curtain call, and it's a red one, and you want to go in with no additional color. Just try to blend this color in a little bit to the concealer so that it becomes like a seamless edge, and just take it to the outer part like this. You can see that it all of a sudden we have more of a triangle shape instead of what we had before. I'm gonna be mixing Applause with Spotlight, which are these two colors right here. It's the one that's a little bit more gold and the one that's a little bit more pearly. I'm gonna spray my brush with some fixing spray because I want it to be a little bit more potent, if you can call it that. And then I'm just gonna apply this to the center of my eye like this. So the part where we just added our concealer, that's where we want to apply this shimmery pearly tone. You can just see how pretty that just became. It just blows my mind. When you feel like you're ready with that, you go back in with the same brush, no additional color, and you just blend this out again, making it look seamless and super pretty. Because I've already done my base, because I did it in the last look, I'm just gonna take like a cotton wipe and I'm just gonna wipe it off because I know I have some red fallout right here. And I'm gonna add a little bit more of a concealer, like a tiny amount. And I'm just gonna drag it out underneath here just to cover up all the fallout, because you could use a makeup wipe or you could use a makeup remover, but there's a risk that it's gonna, like, seriously, it's gonna look like a line. Now we're gonna go in and we're gonna go in with a smaller brush and we're gonna go in to the same tone that we've been using all along. So this color right here, which is the curtain call, and we're gonna drag this all underneath our eye along our lash line. So make sure you tap off the excess because it will fall on you otherwise. And with this, you can go all around to the inner corner of your eye if you want to, because we're gonna lighten up the inner corner, but make sure that you connect it with the upper part makeup. Okay, so now we're moving on. We're moving on to our eyeliner, and I'm gonna be using the HAUS Laboratories ones in the shade Black. So what I usually do is I take my finger and I grab my eye like this, because this just feels like it's easier to create like a seamless finish using it like this. And then I'm just gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna be quiet because I can't speak while I do this, and I'm just gonna pull it. So now that we've done that, thankfully we're done with the eyeliner. We're done with the eye. We're not done with the eye. We're gonna put on some mascara and put on some lashes. And there we go. I think it turned out well. So I just decided that I wanna pop on some inner waterline. So I'm gonna be using my L'Oreal Smoky pen. And I'm just gonna apply this to my upper part waterline, tight line. And I'm gonna add it not all the way on the waterline. I'm just gonna add it like on the third part right there, so it just looks like you get this little oomph on the outer part. Now we're gonna move on to the lips, and I'm gonna go into my NYX Professional Makeup in Suede Matte Lip Liner. This is the color Spicy, and I'm just gonna line my lips with this. And then we're gonna pop on a gloss to blend it in together and not make it as red. Just gonna top it up with this color right here, and you see that goes really well with the eyes. I just think it completes it. It just looks so darn pretty. Okay, so this is the finished look. I think it turned out stunningly. It's a little bit more on the glam side, a little bit more color. There's a lot of things happening on my face, which I really, really like. And I think it suits the holidays perfectly, perfectly, perfectly. You could go for a more nude lip if that's what you're more comfortable with. That was pretty much it for the second look. So I really hope you enjoyed this look, and we're just gonna go straight into our third and last look. So we are up for our final look, our third look. What I'm gonna do for this is we're gonna go in with an eyeliner. So we're gonna start by actually drawing a line just downwards on both sides, and then we're gonna blend it in. So you're gonna take your pencil and you're gonna start by extending, like if you see my bottom lash line, you're gonna extend it upwards. So we're just gonna grab it and do tiny strokes like this. We're gonna stop about where our crease starts, okay? So this doesn't have to be perfect. Then you take a smaller brush, and I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna blend this inwards. I'm just gonna add some more. And then we're gonna keep on smudging it. Okay, so I just felt like I got it a little bit too far down. So I just took a Q-tip and dragged it upwards to make them evenly. So if you feel like one of them is a little bit further down and the other one is a little bit further up, then just perfect it using a Q-tip and some makeup remover. You can use some makeup wipe as well. And also when you shape this, you want it to be angled. So make sure that it goes like this, just so that you get this really Cleopatra look, if you know what I mean. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're going to dip into this black color right here. Tap off the excess, make sure you really tap it off. You just wanna stamp it on the outer part, right where you just placed the eyeliner, where you created that shade. So you just want it to go like this and just stamp it on there. Like that. Okay, so if this looks super funny to you and super messy, then don't worry about it. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. So next up, we're gonna go in and we're gonna dip into the color Contour. We're gonna take the, like pretty much the same brush, and we're gonna apply this just beside that color. We're just gonna stamp it on, just like we did the black color. And again, you want to keep it in an angled way. So you want to keep it like this. There we go. I know it looks like crap, but it's gonna look so beautiful. And now we're gonna go in and we're gonna go into the lighter color, which is this one right here. We're gonna go into we're gonna use the brush Morphe M139. We're gonna go into the color Cameo, the shade right here. And we're just gonna add this to the middle part of our eye. Like this. This is such a stunning color. And there we go. So now what you want to do is you want to go into the color, I want to go into the color Cameo again and just dip my brush in here and then just get it a little bit more on the edges right here to blend in the Cameo shade. There you go. Now we're taking a clean blending brush and we're gonna blend these together. So you wanna start at the inner corner and then just blend it all together with the black, back and forth. Go in circular motions up and down the black. When you're almost finished with the crease, just go up and down, and then go like this. And you can see that it just blends together, but you can also see that it created like a little patch, and that's no problem. We're just gonna fill it in with some more black color. So now I'm going in with a fluffier brush, and I'm using my Morphe E117. I'm going into black color Top Hat, and I'm just placing this at the outer part because I feel like I don't like it when it's patchy. I want it to be really, really smooth. You want to go back and forth until you have the right color. So first you put on the black, then you put on the brown, and then you put on the lighter brown, and then you blend them together. And if there's any form of patchiness, you just go back in with a brush and tap on some blackness where you see patchiness, and then you're gonna get like a really smoky kind of coffee eye going on. Okay, so next up we are going to apply this shade right here. We're gonna apply it to the inner corner and just drag it out. So I'm just gonna apply some to my finger. Yes, I like to use my fingers for makeup. I'm just gonna apply it to the inner corner and drag it outwards. And then also press it to the inner corner of your eye like this. And there we go. I have some fallout again, so I'm just gonna go and grab some concealer, add it under my eye. But I'm going back in with black color right here. I'm going to take this lipstick brush. I'm just gonna grab it underneath my eye like this. And just grab it to about the middle part of your eye. And then you wanna go into this color right here and blend this in and drag it a little bit further to the inner part of my eye. So the first black color, you want to add it to about the middle part of your eye, and then you want to take the brown color and you want to blend it outwards and then blend it in together with the black. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to line my waterline because I want this look to be super, super dark. It's going to be so dark, it's going to be crazy. And you also want to line your upper waterline. And there we go. And now I'm just popping on some lashes. Oh, I just keep on crying. For our last step right here, we are going into this shade right there again. And we're just gonna apply this to our brow bone right here. And I'm just applying some on my nose, and then I'm using it as my highlighter again. So because this is a super, what you want to call like a super dramatic look on the eye, I'm going to go quite neutral on the lip. My Fenty Beauty Hot Chocolate lip gloss, which is a brown color. So we're just gonna go in and we're just gonna pop on the lip gloss itself. I'm just going to top it off with my Velvet Teddy MAC lipstick. So this is pretty much my third and last look. I have now officially done 3 looks, one that is a little bit brown, more wearable every day, one for Christmas, and one for New Year. This is the kind of smoky eye I would wear for my New Year's Eve. I would probably add some sparkles to it, but I felt that I wanted to keep it within the palette. But if you have some glitter or something like that, just add it on top and it will look absolutely amazing. So I think all the looks turned out really, really well. If you follow the steps, then I think every single person out there could actually do these kinds of looks. But that was pretty much it. Let me know in the comments down below which one of the 3 looks you like the most, and also I would love to see your recreations. So if you recreate my looks, then please tag me. I will tag my name up here, and you can tag me on Instagram if you post it there. I would love to see that. And if you have any questions whatsoever, just pop them in the comment section down below and I'll make sure to answer every single one of them. If you want to join me, then please make sure that you subscribe now, and also give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this in the future with me in the world. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope I get to see you in my next video. Bye!